first EQ tournament of the year on Lake Okeechobee. What is going on, guys? My name is Dalton Smith.
What's up, everybody? My name is Caden Cowan.
What's up, guys? Brett Cannon. All three of us following along, the ups, the downs. You know, it's going to be a long road. It's tough. All 9 opens is a grind.
Brett had his fair share of technical, mechanical difficulties today, but we made it back.
I get about halfway there, and I guess I spun a hub.
This is pretty bad. We need some fish.
Monster.
Got her, boys.
Yeah, we're excited to get the season off here at Lake Okeechobee. I grew up down here. The lake's fishing a lot different, but yeah, we're gonna have to put our head down and grind.
So what's your plan today?
So we think that these bass are actually swimming with the manatees. So we have to find the manatee, and they're like little leeches, like lampreys on smallmouth. Follow them and you scope them off with a drop shot. That's how we're catching them. You follow a manatee, and there's just like a 5-pounder swimming with them. Freaking dome the manatee, and they just come up and eat it every time.
That was good off the top of the head.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Dialed.
I think he's still drunk.
What's up, guys? Brett Cannon here fishing the Bassmaster Opens here with Dalton and Caden. Yeah, I'm the dad of the group. Yep, I'm the old guy. Got to show these young grasshoppers the way. No, these guys are sticks, man. I'm excited to have them tag along. You know, last year I was the lone wolf. You know, I rode solo everywhere I went, and you know, I think it kind of hurt me, right? Because I didn't have anything to feed off. These guys are just bass guys. That's all they think about, all they care about, and man, it's gonna help me, you know, because there were some times where I just needed to feed some stuff off somebody, and you know, I'm excited to have them join this year. You know, I fished them last year, had a pretty solid year. You know, one derby really cost me my elite berth, but it is what it is. We're back. It wasn't meant to be.
Yes, we got a brand new boat for this year, Blazer. Trying to figure out everything, you know, how much, like, what side it runs better on, what tank to fill. I've never had to switch tanks, so yesterday I was running, and then all of a sudden it like sputtered out on me. I was like, oh, I'm out, because it's supposed to have like 6 gallons, I guess, a spare, I guess, at the bottom, because when my tank goes to E, supposedly I still have 6 gallons, so that's a total of 12 gallons. And on this lake, I might burn all that. So yesterday I was trying to figure out how many gallons and where my fuel tank's at, so this is not a lake that you want to run out of gas on.
Yeah, so I guide also with Dalton Smith at Lake Okeechobee, land of the giants. You know, our #1 goal is to put our clients on 10-pounders, and we do that pretty good. Dalton's had an unbelievable year putting his clients on mega giants. We're excited. We're here on Lake Okeechobee. We got a little YouTube video we're starting. All 3 of us following along, the ups, the downs. You know, it's going to be a long road. I did it last year. It's tough. All 9 opens is a grind, and I'm glad I can kind of help them in any way I can with the things I learned last year. So yeah, we're excited to get the season off here at Lake Okeechobee. I grew up down here. The lake's fishing a lot different, but yeah, we're gonna have to put our head down and grind. This is a grinder. We had a cold front come in, but yeah, I'm excited.
We're gonna try to catch a couple bass real quick so we can get bit here and then we're out.
down here at South Bay, and it's one of the community holes that goes down here. So what happened is the hurricane, this used to be all cattails, and the hurricane like destroyed them all, like big flame. So what we're doing is we're fishing these old dead cattail roots, and it's just gotta just roam around out here. Just 5 right bites. We just caught one like a 2-pounder. I know big ones live here, but you just gotta grind it out. There's little bite windows. So I was just coming in here to see if I could get bit early. If I get one more bite, I think I'm gonna get out of here and go run some of my north stuff. I'm gonna go run like 40 miles. Just to see what feels better, because it's like Russian roulette out here.
Smith, Dalton. Mad at him this year.
Got it. Oh wait, I was taking a picture of my mom.
What's going on, guys? We just got done registering. We're all good to go. There's a huge line, but we're gonna go get some cold beer and get ready for this meeting because we got a lot of tackle to rig up. Tomorrow's go time, boys. You ready? Let's go.
That line was so long, and our meeting's supposed to start in 20 minutes, but we all know it's not going to start in 20 minutes, so we're going to get some beer.
All right, guys, practice recap for the first EQ tournament of the year on Lake Okeechobee. I've fished Florida like 5 times now, and most of that experience has been on the Harris chain in college and pre-practicing with some friends and stuff. Florida's kicked my butt in the past. It's got my number a lot, so preparing for this tournament, I've been trying to block all that out. Like, just forget about everything down here, because there's been days where I've caught them, but most of the time I was this close to cracking the code and I was always left behind. I wanted to find something sneaky, and it's a community hole deal right now. And I always had that to fall back on, but I didn't want to do that. I came across a little bit of it's a sneaky bite, but I don't know how much potential it has because I've literally only spent like 30 minutes right there, and it's the best I've found yet. And I'm scoping them on light line with the spinning rod. I'm super confident throwing finesse stuff. That's like my favorite way to catching big ones. I'm hoping that I have a lot of fish coming to me, because every time I've hit it, I've went in there twice, found them last night, went back in there this morning, making sure it wasn't a water temp thing, because the water temp is like 63, 64 in the morning. It's heating up right now because it's sunny to about 68, which when we got down here it was 74, so that's still a big difference. So I was scared that it was just an evening deal, but they were in there this morning. I can literally pull down and watch them swim into my spot. So I'm hoping that there's enough fish there and there's some big ones that mix in, because in Florida, if you're around fish, usually there's a big one close. So I've got a lot of mats around me. I haven't even really punched and taken the time. I'm gonna throw a prop bait a little bit, but my deal is gonna be taking my time, slowing down, hitting the fish on the nose with something finesse, and hoping they bite. I feel pretty confident about getting the limit, but this is a 3-day tournament. Obviously, I need to find out my boat number and figure out how things are, because I'm weird about if I have weight, should I leave? Because I don't want to just be sitting on a small bag. I mean, first off, catching 5 is the number 1 important thing, because this is coming out of Florida alive for me is a big deal. This is one of the tournaments that I'm like, I just got to get past this one, right? Because I really like the rest of the schedule. I have nothing wrong with Florida. I just need some good juju from Florida. Like, please God, give me some good Florida vibes. But I think it's gonna be a fun tournament. I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll learn a little bit more too. So we're just gonna put our head down, just focus in, and do our thing. We're gonna catch 5 fish tomorrow, and hopefully the right one. So let's get it.
Well, I've never been to Okeechobee before. I fished Florida once in college, fished the Harris chain my freshman year of college, and we didn't do too good, but that was way before I was knowledgeable on scope. So I found a little sneaky spot. I haven't seen many boats in there, and there's a lot of fish that are swimming in. I found at the end of the day, same time as Dalton. I called Dalton the exact same time he figured it out, and we're doing the exact same thing in different areas of the lake. I went in there today just to see if I could get bid in the morning, make sure it wasn't a water temp deal like Dalton was saying. And I went in there, first fish I casted at, she came up and ate, shook her off. Casted another one, she ate, shook her off. And I started punching these mats on the outer edge and catch a 5-pounder. I should not have swung, but it was one of those things. I was on the phone with Dalton and I pumped twice, and then she was just on and I just pulled into her. But hopefully some more lake fish like that are pulling into this little cut, and it'll be a good tournament. It'll be interesting for sure. Good zero, you never know, it's bass fishing.
That's a wrap here for practice on Lake Okeechobee. 4.5 days. We had a cold front come through. The lake's been pounded. It had an ABA and a Toyota, so man, I don't know, it's fishing tough. But cold front, we had a moon. We're hoping some more fish are pulling in as we go, but I'm from this area. So to me, I spent too much time on past history looking for some of the stuff that I've done well in the past. I've caught some big bags out here. Like I said, I grew up on this lake, cut my teeth here, but I haven't been here in 3 years. And the hurricane messed it up, and the lake's fishing a lot different. There's no more grass. There's a little bit of eelgrass in one spot of the lake. They're on these dead cattails. But like I said, I spent too much time going on history, trying to find a sneaky hole, but it didn't work out. So I'm gonna jump into the community hole with everybody else. There's about 4 of them on this lake that it's going down. It's gonna be a grind. You're gonna have to just sit through it. I'm boat 211 tomorrow. I'm doing it at 5:40. I will literally probably be in a football field circle for, I don't even know how many hours that is, but it's a lot of hours, and making the same casts over and over and over. So praying for 5, right? This is a tournament where you just need to get 5 bites, get 5 fish in the boat, whether it's 12 pounds or 25 pounds. That's how this place is right now. And take the points and get out. Like, Florida's a scary place, but we gotta grind, we gotta get to the next one, right? I was hoping I could find some sneaky frog stuff or something that fits my style, but I never found it. So tomorrow, game plan for me is to get in a community hole and just put my head down and try to outfish everybody else that's there. I'm going to use scope while I'm fan casting a chatterbait. Chatterbait, probably like a speed worm. Maybe I got a couple other like little sneakier things tied on. Don't know if they'll work or not, but maybe they will. But other than that, man, I'm just going to put my head down and grind in the group and pray. There's a little bit of luck involved in this derby, and hopefully I get lucky. And hey, if I get a bag, if I can catch 18 pounds early, I may run north because I have such a long day and go try to find a frogfish, because water temps are rising as the day goes on. And I think later in the day they might eat a topwater, a frog, spook, something like that. So we're just gonna get out there and pray that we can get 5 of the right bites in the community.
I do everything around here. I clean up after you boys. I cook your food, and now you're.
Once.
I cooked once, but it was good. Get out of here. Whatever. Go catch some fish.
Boat number 96. That's pretty good. It's like middle of the pack, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean that's perfect. I mean, you're not gonna be late fishing one day, early one day, so that's good for me. I kind of wanted a super late boat number on one of the days, so that's about mediocre. So boat 96, about to get this tackle done. About to go grab some food, drink a couple brewskis, and probably just talk bassing the whole time and go to bed dreaming about catching an 8-pounder first cast in the morning. See y'all, boys.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, I had this
tucked in.
I had it underneath all day.
Look at that belt buckle. What you a rodeo, bro?
Hog dogging.
Ooh. Where's your boots?
So you can't have a belt buckle and wear what are those hey dudes?
Yeah.
You gotta wear cowboy boots if you got a belt buckle, bro.
Need this.
So we have SOS. There must be a tower down or something. We have no service. No one in the town has service. And I haven't talked to my co-angler. None of them have talked to their co-angler, so oh well. We'll see what happens in the morning. Hopefully we get service. What are you drinking?
Dude, they love it. They love it. Dude, that's bad. I've drank one beer.
One beer.
One beer.
Do your dance again. Oh, let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Don't give up.
I don't even know what it's on. It's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
It's go time. Probably running a little late. Probably should have got out of the house a lot early. My first open ever, but this is when I feel like I performed the best. I've always ran late going to tournaments, so why change for the biggest tournament of my life, you know? Just another day of bass fishing. And getting in a wreck. Day one, it's go time. It's one of those things I've literally dreamed my whole life of being right here. I'm right here, and I feel good. Like, I'm not freaking out. I'm not nervous. Like, it's just another day of bass fishing.
$211, $540.
Good job, bud. What's up, everybody? My name is Caden Cowan. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Stephenville, Texas, and I love bass fishing. I grew up old school, throwing the crankbait, spinnerbait, throwing the jig. Really cut my teeth doing that, but now I've kind of evolved. Hairy balls. It's a keeper, it ain't big.
Hey, I'll take 5 of these right now, honestly. I just had a 4-pounder, like, very close to eating. Something I've wanted to do my whole life, fishing the Bassmaster Opens this year. My grandpa used to take me to Bassmaster Classics, and that's who taught me how to fish. When I told him I was fishing the Opens this year for a chance to qualify for the Elite Series, he started crying. And that's something that's super, super important to me, and a reason why I'm gonna put everything on the line this year. There's bass with them, I promise. And those days that I'm not catching them, which will come, I'm gonna freaking put my head down and grind and think about all my buddies back home that have dreamt of doing this too, that aren't in my position. Because at the end of the day, not many people get this opportunity, and I want to capitalize on it and fish my strength. Y'all ready for this one? Magnum crappie. I'm going out there with not many goals this year. My goal is to go bass fishing every single day and get the 5 biggest bites I can.
Oh, midday update. My co-angler is whacking on him. No, I'm happy for him. He's got 3 good fish. And my starting, we're literally my only area. So my starting area didn't play out. There's like a half a foot of water that dropped out of it, I guess because of the wind last night. And I was making the bend in the back, and I seen this dead cattail head or reed head or something. There's a giant one spawning on it, and she's locked. I mean, she's not leaving, but I've thrown literally everything in my boat at her. In the first cast, oh, about to go to braid. I knew I should have, but damn, that was a bite. I'm actually not gonna move. I'm gonna go flip these reeds, because if I move, it's the best time of the day. The water's warming up, and I don't want to go hop in a community hole. So this is pretty bad. I need some fish.
That's what I came in here for. I thought they were bigger. I thought they were 5-pounders. That's 4. Let's go. That's 5. Let's go. They're biting now. There's lake fish coming back in here right now. Do you see the difference in color in these fish? It's crazy. Cool. Every species
Let's get it.
Well, it is not going as planned. We got 4 fish and it's 3:47. So they're just not committing. I got one on my bait right here. Yeah, started at the community hole till 12:30. Only had 1 bite. Just didn't go down. I had to come in here. This is where I can catch a limit, but I've lost my limit fish 4 times now, which is not ideal. Yeah, not good. That is the update. Just trying to keep myself in points. Dude, what the hell? I don't even know where to catch a bass. Is it always this tough?
We checked in 8-8. Hopefully you can build off of that tomorrow and get it rolling the right way. Chris Whitson, step on up. Chris. Caden Cowan. Caden Cowan. Sorry, Caden. Step on up. How you doing, man?
Doing good. It was a super tough day. Hopefully we can go.
Get an early draw tomorrow. It's checked in at 9-3. 9-3 to get you started, 109. Good luck tomorrow. Weighed a sun's fish in a lot of times, but I never weighed this fish in. Freddie Palmer, step on up. How you doing?
Been a rough day.
First, tell them what we had.
I had 1 fish for a whopping 14 ounces. It was the smallest fish weighed in I've probably never done that in my life, and I felt so good this morning until about an hour and a half in. Just kind of everything started unwrapping. Mentally today was pretty hard on me. So I made a 50-minute run because of the wind. I had to not lock through, but run the rim canal, and it was actually a good run. Got to my area, and I instantly noticed that it was shallower than it was the day before, and that's because the water got sucked out because it's blowing hard to the south. And I was it went through my mind that I was like, man, this don't look right. I wasn't seeing the fish on scope because I've been scoping them. I got a little deal, thought I could catch a limit pretty easy. I went to the back of my area and found an absolute mega giant on bed, and that probably wasn't the best thing because I knew she was there and I wasn't catching them, so I just kept rotating. I was like, man, if I get an 8-pounder to bite, and I catch a couple keepers to go with it, like I'm gonna have a decent little bag. And I actually pulled my trolling motor up and started the big engine and was idling out, and I just looked at my co-angler and like something was just telling me to stay. Like it was a weird feeling. I was like, I can't leave. Like I'm gonna go to community hole and I'm gonna get spun out. So I stayed, and my co-angler caught like a 2-pounder like 5 minutes after that when we were doing something different, like flipping reeds and stuff. So I was like, well, here we go. I'm gonna catch a limit. Didn't happen, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I had probably the worst day of bass fishing I've ever had in my life, like in a tournament. Well, it sucks that it was the first open I've ever fished, but mentally there's a lot more pressure when you're fishing at this level. I definitely dealt with that today, but I feel good. I've talked to a lot of people that know how to get my mind right about some stuff, some mentors that I have, and I feel pretty good about tomorrow, but I have to catch a giant bag. I mean, I really just need to catch 12 to 15 pounds to save my butt a little bit. That'd be great, but I need to catch like 20 plus and get up there around 100 and kind of save this tournament for me. So it's weird because you either go catch a big bag and swing for the fence, or you try to go catch a limit, but I just feel like I can't go catch a limit just like going fishing right now. So I'm gonna go scope them off bed tomorrow, and I'm gonna just try to catch some fish in between too, but I'm probably not gonna do anything but bed scope tomorrow. I obviously need to sleep on a little bit, but it'd be badass to go catch 30 bag after you weigh in 1 14-ounce fish. So it's pretty embarrassing. It's kind of laughable at this point. But I know I'm better than that, obviously. But today was very off for me. So just trying to keep my head high about that. But obviously, can't just forget about it. So I'm going to think about a little bit more what I did wrong today. Thought I made good decisions, but guess what? You got 8 hours, and those decisions you make can be bad. So that's where I'm at, boys.
Brett, how was your day?
I had 4 for 8. Not good. I had one bass at 1 o'clock. I was in South Bay Community Hole, and I thought if I just grind it out, there would be a bite window. Just keep scoping. I was trying to find bedfish while casting. I made a million casts, chatterbait, trap. I ended up catching the one on the trap, but I just, there's nobody in there. Everyone started leaving. There was only 4 boats in that community hole. Normally there's 40 or 50. I knew if I just grinded it out, I'd catch one, or 5, but it just didn't happen. So I abandoned ship and went to this little pond, scoped, caught 3 more, had the 5th one on, but just never could do it. It was not good. Not good for me. I felt the same way. I just never felt like, just never had that confidence today either. It's a bad situation. Mentally, around 3 o'clock, I was in a bad place. If I had a case of beer on the boat, I would drink it. But just gotta catch 20 tomorrow. I've done it before. Last year, I was in the same spot at Wheeler. I was in like 150th place on Wheeler. Going the second day, and I dropped a 20 bag on them and jumped all the way up to 15th.
Mm-hmm.
So it could happen. It's Florida. You always want to cast away from a big one. But yeah, we got house is down right now. I don't like it. First of the year and we're down, but I guess it could be worse.
We're down, but it's actually like, it might not be the worst thing ever, right? Because we have to learn, all these emotions we're feeling right now, like at least I'm getting like this crazy shit out of the way already.
Mm-hmm.
Golly, one fish for 14 ounces, so like all this going through your head.
Up from here.
Yeah.
Like, you can't mess up more than that.
Yeah. Just gotta, I really have to go catch them tomorrow, but like we have 8 more tournaments left, and there's a lot of days fishing, and we have 4.5 days practice and tournament days. It's just, personally, I hate going to a lake and leaving and not feeling like I learned anything. And right now, every day I'm on the water, I try to like pay attention to everything and learn something, but I've been on the water for, is this the 6th day? Yeah. And I feel like I haven't learned anything. Because
there's nothing right now. This lake's one of the worst lakes in the country as far as, there's like 3 places that it get, and Scott had 33 pounds in 150 boats.
Yeah.
Like he could have easily had 10 pounds if was he bed scoping them, whatever, probably on beds. But no, it's not even fishing.
Yeah.
You get a good community hole like with 150 boats.
I know.
And fish like.
That's a task in itself. That's where that's why when
I hate doing it.
I didn't want to leave because I was like, I'm gonna spin out. Like I hate fishing like that. Like I like it when it's like a ledge, right? Or like you're all on a main river ledge. It's different when you're chucking in 5 foot of water and you're just like, oh, you could just blindly like close your eyes and cast, and it's like, oh, who makes the right cast at the right time? Like when you're.
Yeah, what real skill level is that?
Yeah. That's why I try to
look if you're just fan casting.
Yeah.
But like we said, if we would have went in the community holes and scoped all day, we could have been one of those guys that cracked a set.
Mm-hmm. That's what we were talking
but
about.
we decided to do something different.
That's what we were talking about earlier. We kind of regret. That is one thing that we actually did. We were trying to stay away from the community holes in practice because we were like, oh, that's what we're going to rely on if we don't find anything. and I just stumbled upon something that I was like, I want to catch a freaking limit, and that's my only regret. I guess that's something that we learned, you know. Hopefully we never come back to Florida when it's a 2-boat or a 2-place community hole, but
yeah, it's a bad time, and like I said, it's got the pressure. This should have been in the area I was in. There's millions of bass in it.
yeah.
That's like where they go, and I couldn't get on the line.
Pretty frustrating. So with all that being said, we're gonna collect ourselves, probably drink a couple more beers, and just kind of talk about how we're gonna go smashing tomorrow. That's the only thing you can do, right? So we've been reflecting. We're down, we're out, but it's bass fishing. You can make 5 casts tomorrow and catch a 30 bag. We're in Florida, so we're gonna keep our head high. The Blazer boys are gonna go smash them tomorrow.
I caught 9 pounds today. It sucks, but honestly, like, I'm still very excited for tomorrow.
Bro, leaving the
Like,
house, bro.
No, I'm pumped for tomorrow. Like, I cold 5 times, and I had some missed opportunities on some 3-pounders, I believe. Caught a lot of bluegill, caught some catfish, caught every bass on 6-pound test, except for my first one punching. But at the end of the day, there was hundreds of fish swimming into that area, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna start on a community hole, and if I'm able to bed scope them, then I'll probably stay in there all day. But if not, I'm gonna go back in that area, and there's so many bass pulling up in there. It's just, I feel like a matter of time before a couple big females pull up, and I know where they like to get in certain areas in those zones. I feel like I can catch one. I really do. But yeah, don't know till you know. You know?
I forgot.
Then you're like, all right, we're doing it.
How you feeling this morning?
Feeling good. I have a lot to do, so can't talk.
All right, stay tuned. We got some work to do here. We got to catch them. We got to catch at least, I would say, 15 to keep ourselves in it here. You know, we got to play the cards we're dealt, right? We had a bad day yesterday, but we got to catch them. You know,
He was coming from Atlanta.
save points. Today's all about saving points. So we're gonna fish hard. We're doing it early, so we're gonna get in the community hole. We're boat 11 today. Set up, power pole down, and try to catch a couple, and just get 5. Again, just get 5.
It's go time. Saving this, I'm putting it in my pocket. Maybe it'll like soften up or something. I don't know. It's pretty hard. Later in the day, I just got a weird feeling. I don't have much of a later of the day. I gotta be back at 3. It's not like yesterday. Should have thrown it yesterday, but I feel like today will be even better. Try to throw a frog in the evening, try to get a big bite. Hopefully I got a limit by then. You never know, you have a limit of 12, 13 pounds, you catch 2 4-pounders. That goes a long way in a tournament like this for points. So, we'll see.
All right.
Adios, Clint.
See you, boys. Y'all be safe. I'll see you on the water.
Good morning, guys. It's day 2 on Okeechobee. After yesterday, I need a solid limit, but also I'm trying to just drop the bag on them. I want to make up some major points today. I want to survive Florida, but I want to catch their ass today. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm pretty locked in this morning. About to blast off. I'm gonna say a prayer and get this thing started. See y'all.
I was in the community hole and wasn't going down. I hate it. I was just in a bad place mentally being in that group. So I was like, I got some fish found way up north. I was gonna run over to it. I get about halfway there and I guess it spun a hub, and me being dumb and having a new boat, and I don't have a spare hub in the boat right now. And normally I keep one, but I keep a hub and a prop, but I don't know, lesson learned. But luckily I called Hank and he said that you guys can grab me one, so you guys are a lifesaver. And I owe Bradley more monies. But we're gonna try to go in here and try to catch a couple bass, so I'll be back in the way back. Awesome, thank you, appreciate it.
All right, guys, it's cameraman Clewiston. We got Brad McQueen. We're having to save Brett. We got some props that the Yamaha guy said would work. So he apparently spun a hub, and we're headed out there to save him.
Yeah, it's definitely.
What do you think?
All right, guys, just sat down on the first spot of the morning on day 2. Gonna give this big one I found yesterday just a little bit, because if I can catch her, it's gonna be something special. I'll get my day started right. It's an 8-pounder probably, and I'm probably gonna scope around some of my fish that I found that I was betting on yesterday, and then we're gonna head to the community hole and bed scope all day. See y'all. What is going on, guys? My name is Dalton Smith. I'm 25 years old. I'm originally from Kentucky, where I was in college for Campbellsville University. I know it's a freaking squeaker, but I just got number 1 right off the rip this morning. Oh, that feels good. Let's get 5 of these real quick and catch this 8-pounder back here. Let's go, baby. And I just recently moved to West Texas as a full-time guide on Lake Okeechobee, the land of the giants, and I'm fishing the Bassmaster EQs this year, and something that I've always wanted to do. Didn't really know how that was going to work, but the last year's been pretty crazy for me as far as just I get to fish every day for a living, and I have a whole team of people behind me this year that are helping me fish all 9 opens to try to qualify for the Elite Series. And I'm still a young angler, so I have a lot to learn. I learn every day that I'm on the water, and I'm excited to learn a ton. I mean, this is the biggest competition level I've ever competed in. Guys, my camera died. Charged it back up. Let's put number 3 in the box, like a 3-pounder. Let's go. So it's going to be a huge learning experience this year, but my main goal is obviously to qualify for the Elite Series or get lucky and win one of these jokers and fish the Classic. So I don't think I'd be spending my time and money doing this if that wasn't something that I go to bed every night praying about. Oh, all right, guys. Ran up to Harney Pond. I found one big one on bed. She wouldn't eat, and I just didn't feel it. So I got 4 fish. I need 1 more to fill a limit out. I need it for points really bad. So I'm going to lock in on my little area that I've been fishing. I think with this water warming up, I feel confident that I can scope one up or get this big bedfish to eat back here too. So fingers crossed. Got her. Got her. Got her, boys. Come here. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh! You! Let's go!
Thank you, Lord. I've freaking been fishing for that fish. I thought she was like an 8, but you know what? Let's go. Y'all, I'm shaking right now. I had 14 freaking ounces yesterday. It was just a weird day for me on the water. It kind of came apart mentally around lunch just because everything kind of started dwelling on me. I found this fish yesterday. I had 4 fish forever. I caught them early. I ran, I came back. I just knew this is where I needed to be. I finally got her fired up and she ate. It's cold. This is the buck. There's another freaking like 6er, but she won't lock it, but maybe she will. Oh, that was a big points fish for me, and I just freaking lost it. But it is what it is. She was in a really thick bush. I pinned her good, I thought. She kind of wallered in the bush for a second, came off.
What do you gotta say?
Oh, better than 14 ounces, baby.
Hey, better than a 0, a big old fat goose egg. The trolling motor went out at 12:30. That's not an excuse, though. I should have. It's not an excuse. There's never an excuse for zeroing. Should have caught them before 12:30, even though my fish were pulling up earlier. Nothing I can do. Dalton, man, you got the winning bag?
Dude, yeah. About to drop it on him, like 40 bag. About to make the cut for tomorrow. Nah, I think I kind of like survived some points today, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
No finish bag.
I bombed, but I'm really not worried. I'll just win the next one, you know what I mean? What do you think of that? You think it's possible?
I think there's at any of these tournaments, one of us two.
100%. See what you got.
Brett had his fair share of technical, mechanical difficulties today, but we made it back. We had 8.8 yesterday, 4 in there today, Brett. We're 10 pounds, 3 ounces, and hopefully we salvage the season there. Good job. We'll see where you end up. 18-11, your 2-day total.
Here at Lake Okeechobee. Yeah, did not go as planned. Obviously, we all struggled pretty bad, but we got high hopes. It's a long season, character building, right? We learned, we got to get better, and we're going to do it as a team. And we got Lake Okeechobee here in about 2 weeks, and it's our style of fishing, how we really like to do it, and we're going to catch them. You know, stings for me. This is my home pond, getting my butt worked on my home pond, but it's part of it. Like I said, we'll live, we'll learn, and we will come back stronger here on Ouachita. So stay tuned. We got more stuff coming.